Hello Divine Feminine and welcome to your power message for Tuesday. My name's Liz and this is Guided by Angels. And I'm going to bring in three gorgeous decks today. We're going to bring in the Twin Flame Goddess cards. Beautiful deck by Angali. I'm also going to bring in the Goddess Power Oracle. And I'm going to bring in the Work Your Light Oracle by Campbell. This is really beautiful. And then we're going to bring in the guidance from the book. So what do we need to know today, please, angels, as a Divine Feminine? Wow, look at that. Wow. One card flew out of the deck. What do we need to know today as a Divine Goddess, as a Divine Feminine empowered? What do you need to be aware of? Wow. So this card jumped on my lap there, and this card's moving, and then I've got this one in the middle of the deck. And then with the Goddess Power Oracle, what do we need to know, please, today, angels, as a Divine Feminines? Card jumped on the floor, amazing. So we've got four cards coming out, wow. Okay, let's do this then. So the first card is fill up your well. So it's really important on this journey as a Divine Feminine that we give back to ourselves. You know, it was so quick to give to our twin and to be of service, but we also have to fill up our own cup. And a lot of the time when you're going through a separation or there's a silence between you, it's because you need to fill up your own cup because you may be overgiving. And when we're overgiving, we feel tired, we feel drained, we feel like we can't go on. We've had enough, you know, we want to give up. We start going into fear, so we start blaming our twin and blaming the situation and not believing anymore and struggling and, you know, naysaying about it. So when you're in that kind of energy, you'll know because of how you're acting and feeling that something needs to change. And we may think that it's our twin that needs to change to make us feel better. But we have to really make ourselves feel better first because our twin is only an extension of who we are and what we feel and experience in that moment. So, for example, if you're feeling negative and drained in that way, it's very likely your twin will be operating in that energy, not because you're mirrors, even though you are mirrors, but because they are also attracted by, you know, or they are really, you know, connecting with your vibration. So remember that, okay? If you're operating in a high vibration and you're feeling good, then they have to be in a high vibration when they're around you or it's not going to gel right. And that's why sometimes they will cancel plans or the universe seems to create a delay or a block because they know, the universe knows and your twin's higher self knows that they need to lift up to your vibration instead of bringing you down to their vibration. So see it as a positive if it's time for a rest or it's time for a recharge or a refuel or a retreat because it's always an opportunity to give back to you. And this may be a day where you have some time for you. You may have a day off work, you may be somewhere, maybe you're on holiday or you're having a retreat and you're resting, you're refueling, you're having time out. Even if you're at work, maybe things are slow or maybe you're out with the kids or something's happening so you can take your time and refuel. So the message coming through from heaven is calm down, relax, breathe and take your time. There's no need to rush today. And all you need to do to fill up your well is to open your heart. Open your heart. It says past circumstances may have caused you to close your heart off. So you may have closed your heart off because of the situation. And it's time to fill up your well. So if you close your heart off to the love that you seek, it's time to open your heart again through trust. So when we retreat and rest and refuel and fill up our own cup, we refine that trust. So, you know, if you're doubting things, if you're struggling, center yourself, breathe and open your heart and that trust will come in. Because when you're feeling replenished, you can see things clearer. Imagine how it is when you're hungry. It certainly is like this for me. You know, when I'm hungry, I can't think straight because my body needs food. So my body is saying you need to refuel, you need to eat something, you need to get some sustenance. So I can't focus on anything until I eat. And then after I've eaten, I feel refreshed, refueled, I feel good again, and I can understand things again. I can focus clearly again. You know, George says, when I'm hungry, I get hangry because it's like I get snippy with it. And I'm not being snippy with him. It's because I need food. I'm thinking I need to eat. And really I'm being snippy with myself because I'm thinking, why didn't I pack a lunch, or I need to make time, or whatever else it is. So always try and see things in a higher way. So if you're feeling angry with something, or you can't see something that clearly, then it's always a sign from heaven to take a moment. And when we start trusting again, we start to keep the faith. So it says if you feel hopeless, helpless, or disinterested, or if you feel that your twin is disinterested or disheartened, so if you feel that they are disinterested in you by their circumstances on the journey or anything else, then keep the faith. Things will turn around in your favour. And they're saying things will turn around at the right time. So they're giving me that word disinterested. So if you feel that, maybe you feel hopeless because you think they're not interested anymore, or they're doing other things, or they're busy, and it makes you feel helpless. You know, we feel helpless when we're blocked. We feel helpless when they're not responding because we don't know what else we can do. But what we can do is let go and surrender. We don't need to do anything at that moment. We don't need to try. We don't need to force or demand. All we need to do is let go. And also Ascension portal. So going through Ascension says you are currently walking through an Ascension portal. You're going through energy upgrades. So this may be why you're feeling a bit off, or maybe you're feeling extra hungry. You know, they're giving me that too. So, you know, when we are craving this love and wanting things and feeling passionate, we feel all of that in the body. We also get saliva in the mouth, so we salivate, we get hungry, and we have an increased appetite. So if you have an increased appetite and you're not sure why, likely is, it's likely that you're going through this high ascension and you're feeling all these downloads, these DNA downloads, light codes, things are being received. You may be having issues with your ear chakra, your throat chakra. Maybe you're having pain in the head, or you're receiving downloads, things are coming to you. And also you're being reminded that you are the nurturer. And I spoke about this a bit yesterday. Remember the feminine is the empress. You are a nurturer. You want to help. You want to be there. You're surrounded by angels. You got 44. You're surrounded by angels. You're loved. You want to be an angel to others. You are an earth angel. So nurturing is a pattern. And it's something that, you can't help doing because it's who we are. As a divine feminine, we are givers naturally. We are in a cycle of that because we want to share love and light. But I feel this is also breaking previous patterns, conditioning, society, all these things to feel at peace, to see through the illusion of fear, to rise above anything that's dragging you down. And also to remember that you learn on this journey. We learn through innocence. We learn through inexperience. We learn through experiencing things for the first time. We may have been in relationships for years and years and years, but then we meet our twin and boom, we feel an experience. We don't know how to handle it. We struggle. We may be very good at handling all the other areas of our life, but in love, we feel inexperienced. With our twin, we feel naive. We feel vulnerable. So remember, we have to forgive ourselves for all of that and realise it's a gift. We're learning to love again. We're learning to love in a new way, in a very unconditional, powerful way. And these cards, I've just noticed, are also on the floor here. We've got time. So in time, things manifest. In time, everything makes sense. In time, secrets are revealed and you receive your salvation. And Green Tara is reminding you here to smile. Look at that smile shining through there. When we smile, it's very healing. It lights up your eyes. It makes sense. And you're able to see things in a higher way. So if you're worried your twin is keeping secrets from you, or you're struggling with the journey, give any concerns to heaven and try and see through the illusion of fear. So the energy that's coming through in the book today, the message is fill your heart with happiness. So again, this is very much about opening your heart. It says you have the right to be as happy as you choose. So remember, happiness is a choice. Doesn't matter what's going on around you. Doesn't matter what's happening with your twin. You can choose to be happy now. There's an unlimited supply of joy within you and this world. Each day you're presented with numerous choices that vie for your attention. What you decide to focus on is a reflection of what you want for your life. When you pick happiness, you then see many examples to support your selection. So in other words, when you focus on happiness, the universe is going to bring things to you that vibrate with the energy of happiness. You begin to notice how much goodness, love and thoughtfulness there is in the universe. If you find your energy or mood dropping today, this is simply an indicator that you've chosen something that's not positive as your focus. So remember that you'll always find evidence to support whatever judgment you hold of yourself, other people, or the world. And that's so true. So if you're thinking how bad the karmic situation is, then you're going to receive things that show you how bad the karmic situation is. Or if you feel like your masculine doesn't love you, you're going to see those things around so that you can take back your power and remember your truth. And remember that when the ego says those things to you, it's nothing but illusion. So which option would bring you the most happiness to you and others? So today, choose joy. Choose joy in everything that you do, focusing on the many examples of love and happiness that come to you. That means if you see a preview of what you want, be grateful. If you see something joyful, be grateful, because there's an abundance of goodness in this world. There are kind and caring people, and so are you. So you have to see this journey as a magical thing. It's so powerful because as a divine feminine, what we do on this journey, let me just put this book away. What we do on this journey is we learn to be at ease with ourselves and where we are. We learn to become our own best friends. We learn to go on our own many adventures before union. I certainly did. And I remember, people I knew at the time would say, how can you go to that event on your own, Liz? Or how can you go on holiday by yourself, Liz? Or how can you do that? And I'd be like, well, I'm not by myself. I may have been alone, as in I'm a single traveller, I'm going there on my own. But wherever I went, I was shown love and support and joy and happiness from the universe. So I get talking to someone, or the universe would bless me in some magical way. And you're shown that you're never alone. We are on a planet filled with billions of people. And each person can be a friend to you, or they could be a foe to you. It's all in your perception of your reality. And it's the same with people in your twin's life, or even the people in your life. Everyone and everything you go through, every person, every relationship, every job, everything you go through has purpose. Everything can be seen as a catalyst to your union. And they give me fear when you release fear and see it that way. Everything moves you forward the right way at the right time. So for me, for example, I know without George's previous girlfriends, he wouldn't be ready for me. Just like George knows without my previous catalysts, the people I was involved with, I wouldn't be ready for him. Instead of judging or being jealous or thinking about the time that he shared with those people, I bless those people for the many gifts they brought into his life, because ultimately they brought them into my life. And they may have been gifts that were good. They may have been toxic gifts. But whatever they were, they helped him to grow and evolve as a higher being. And that's what's going on with you right now in your twin. So smile, because it's healing. And look at this world with love. I feel in this whole reading, this is actually the most powerful card, because they show me the eyes and the mouth. The lips and the green energy, because I feel there's a healing taking place in the eyes, so you're able to see through the eyes of love. Maybe you've been having eye issues. You may have had a feeling of something in the eye, pain in the eye, runny eye. Or you may have been having issues on the lips. Maybe you've had cold sores, or you've had, bit like ulcers or things going on in your lips, because when we have bitter thoughts, it can manifest in that way. So I feel there's a big healing taking place within you. So you respond with love, you smile, you understand things in a higher way. And that's opening you up to your truth as a goddess. And that's allowing you to say, I know now I need to fill up my cup. I know that when I feel disheartened, or I feel disinterested, or there's a silence or a separation, it's an opportunity to get to know me more. It's an opportunity to love me more and feel at ease with myself more, to open my heart to the love of the universe, to trust, to have faith, to believe that I'm going through ascension to understand who I am and why I'm here as the divine feminine, as the empress, to understand that everything leads to my salvation. Even the secrets, I understand them when I tap in with my higher self, that I can tune in with that energy. I understand that great things take time. Even in my inexperience, I'm learning to see through the illusion, to get strong and break free of patterns, and to embrace the positive patterns in my life, like gratitude or healing or joy. So focus today on peace and power, because that's who you are. I hope this helps. Have a great day, and I'll see you soon.